welcome to Low Carb Cafe. I'm Kelly. Today's recipe is really easy. It's for garlic mashed potatoes, and as any good low carber knows, cauliflower is your best friend when you're low carbing because you can use it to substitute for potatoes, and it texture, taste, you doctor it up enough, it tastes pretty good. I won't say the potatoes, but when you're low carbing, you'll take what you can get. So today's recipe, here's what you're going to need. For today's recipe, the original recipe calls for 1 medium head of cauliflower, but I find it just easier to use the frozen kind. You can find mine, I found at the Safeway. 1/4 cup Parmesan cheese, a tablespoon of cream cheese softened, half a teaspoon of minced garlic, 1/8 of a teaspoon of chicken bouillon, 1/8 of a teaspoon of pepper, which I omit because I don't like it, and 3 tablespoons of unsalted butter. First thing you're going to do is bring your cauliflower, you're going to boil water, then you're going to put your cauliflower in the water. Ooh, careful. Want to come out of the bag at all. How about we make this bigger? Okay, and then you're going to bring that to a boil, and you're going to let it boil until it is tender. And in the meantime, we're going to get our other ingredients ready. Putting everything in a bowl for simplicity's sake. Basically this is so easy, all you're going to do is just puree everything after it's done. But for simplicity's sake, we're going to put all these other ingredients in a bowl and just add them and puree it. So, this is 1/8 of a teaspoon of chicken bouillon, half a teaspoon of minced garlic. You can add more if you like them really garlicky. Fourth of a cup Parmesan cheese. A tablespoon of cream cheese. Put a little more in because I like them really creamy. And the butter. Okay, now all we have to do is wait for the cauliflower to get tender, and then I'll show you what we do after that. Once your cauliflower is done and you drain it, I just like to chop it up just a little bit, just to make it that much easier to puree. And then you have to do this while it's still hot, that way it melts everything else. So just add the other ingredients that we put together earlier. Make sure you get it all in there. Then use a stick blender to puree it. That's the other thing that I'm cooking for dinner. Now it should have the look and the texture of mashed potatoes. If you see any more big chunks, you can always take the blender back to it. But as far as texture goes, you can leave the chunks in there to make it more home-style mashed potatoes. Alright, that is the garlic mashed potatoes. 4 servings per recipe, and I believe it is 6 1/4 net carbs per serving. And not bad for fake mashed potatoes. I really like these. If you wanted to get experimental, you could add some more cream or more butter, depending on how you liked your potatoes from back in the non-low carbing days. But that's it from here, and thank you for joining me on Low Carb Cafe.